Hi everyone. Let's continue with the project quiz management system. This project is going to be based on functions. First, what we will do, we will run this project. I will show you the output of this project. So while doing the coding, you will be able to relate it because you have already seen the output. So we will just run this project. When we will run this particular code, we will be getting a heading quiz management system. There, the user will have four choices. First is admin panel. What this admin panel will do, the admin who is having the, you say, permission to add the questions. Start quiz. So start quiz means the user who is going to attend the quiz. Questions will be there in this quiz. Person will be giving the answers of those questions. Once the person gives the answer, if that answer is correct, will be shown on the screen, and we will also calculate the marks score. If the answer is correct, score is going to be added by 1. If the answer is not correct, score will be 0. Then third one is leaderboard. Leaderboard means who is at first, second, third, fourth, fifth level. Exit means just exit the game. So I will just press 1, admin panel. So what's happening here? See, add the question, view the questions, back. First I will click on 3, means back. I am back to the main options. I will select 2, admin panel. We will come back after some time. Now I am pressing 2, start quiz. You see, I am getting an option student name. Then immediately I got some questions. First question is, what is the capital of India? So I will say A. See, I am giving A in small also, so it will work perfectly fine. If the answer is correct, it will show you the correct, and your score is also going to be added. Your score is also going to be added. Then second question, which language is used for AI and data science? I will give wrong answer. See. So see, I am getting wrong. Which planet is known as the red planet? So this time let's see correct answer we will give. So correct. Once quiz is completed, so we have added total 3 questions for now by default. Result we are getting student name Sam, score 2. So you remember I gave one answer intentionally wrong. So that's why my score is 2 out of 3. Also, we are calculating the percentage, and based on the percentage we are giving the grade also. Let's say again I am selecting the second one. Second person name is John. John is giving wrong answer for the first one. Wrong answer for the second one also. Wrong answer for the third one also. Now, you see, student name score is 0 out of 3, 0%, and he is fail, even no grade he got. Then I will select the leaderboard. I will say 3. You see, because Sam has score 2, he got the percentage 66.67. John had 0.0 percentage. That's why Sam will be on top of John. If you notice, we had a total 3 questions in the quiz by default. Here I will choose one, admin panel. Admin have authority to add the question and to view the list of questions available. I will say first 2, view the questions. So what all are the questions available? You see, first one was this one. What is the capital of India? We are getting the options, and also admin can see the actual answer too. These 3 questions were already added. I want to add more questions into the list, so press 1. Let's say we are giving a question here. Who developed Python? So I have added the question. Now we can give the options. So let's say first one is keto and Rossum I'm giving. Okay. Then Dennis Ritchie. Second option we are giving. Then James or Vinod, I'm saying. So now we have to give the correct answer. I will say A. So that means question added successfully along with the correct answer. If you want to add any other question, you can add. Otherwise, let's see second option, view questions. So if you see question 4 has been added successfully, I will say 3 back. Let's give the quiz again. So start quiz I'm clicking on. Student name is, let's say, Harry. This time that fourth question also should be the part of this quiz. So I'm saying A, Delhi. Then I'm saying B. Then I'm saying C. And here again A. So all answers I gave correctly. Harry scored 4 out of 4. Harry have 100% percentage and grade also he got. Now if you see the leaderboard, so here Harry had 100% na. So that's why Harry is at first position. Then we have Sam and John, third one, because he gave all the answers wrongly. If we press 4, exit. Thank you. So this is all about the output of this project, what we are going to see. And let's continue with the coding part now. So for coding, we will create a new Python file here. Quiz system, quiz system.py. Okay, so we will continue with this quiz. First, we will be requiring those questions. So those questions will be list. Those questions will be list only. We are taking one variable questions. We are taking one variable question where we will have list. Where we will have list. So list, inside list we will create, let's say, 3 dictionaries. So list of dictionaries we will create now. This is a list. Inside this list I will create one dictionary. This is second dictionary. This is third dictionary. Okay. So inside the first dictionary we will give the pairs of questions, means we will have questions, options and correct answer. Question, options and correct answer. So first key will be question, then I will have some value for this key, then second here option, another key is option. Here option will have some options, it will be. Then one more key, there will be answer, because we will have one single correct answer also. Similarly, we will just copy these 3 things, paste and paste. So 3 dictionaries we created into one list. Now in the dictionaries we have created the keys, but what will be the values? So value for first key, key is question, value will be, let's say, the same I will keep. What is the capital of India, let's say. Okay, so that's done. We have given the value for the question key. Let's give the value for the second key, options. But how many options we will have? 4 options. We have 4 options for this question. So those all 4 options should cannot be inside a single string. So now we will create list inside dictionary. Okay, so 3 dictionaries inside a list. Now we are creating one list inside the dictionary. So here we will have first one. Let's say please press A for Delhi. Then here we will give comma, open close dot, B. Press B for Mumbai. Press C for Chennai. Press D for, let's say, Kolkata. Okay, so that's how we created this value. For options we can have these 4 values from these 4 values. And what is the actual answer? A only. What is the actual answer here? Delhi na. So A only. Similarly we will give next question here as a string. So let's say, which language is used for AI and data science? Which language is used for AI and data science? Okay, we will have options key inside options key as well. If please press 1 for, let's say, here I'm saying Java. Please press B for Python. Please press C for C sharp, and please press D for Swift. Okay, so these four options I'm giving here. Which one is the correct answer here? That you need to mention here. So B is the correct answer here. Similarly, we will create the third one. Which planet is known as the red planet? Let's say. So which planet is known as the red planet? Okay. Again, we have to create a list. Please press A for Earth. Press B for Venus. Press C for, let's say, Mars. Press D for Jupiter. Okay. So here we have to give C. So that's it. Our dictionary is ready, and here also we have to give the correct answer, that is C. So that's it. We created a list. Inside the list we have three dictionaries, 1, 2, 3, and in each dictionary we have a list as a value. Next, we have to create a main function from where. So I will call one main function here. Main menu. Let's say the name is main menu. Now we have to create this main menu function. Na? We have to create this main menu function. So main menu. What we will do inside this function? You remember when we were running this program, we were getting all these four options. First, we were getting the heading, and then we were getting these four options: admin panel, start quiz. So these four things I want to show to the user once user enters, like run this, execute this code. How many times you want to show that menu? No limit. So we will create it true until user press 4 to exit. So we will make it true. What I will do? First, we will make it some attractive. So I'm just giving here, then we will give the heading. That's it. Now, next, I want to show that menu. So please user press 1 for admin panel. User press 2 for to start the quiz. Start the quiz. User press 3 to see the leaderboard. Okay. Press 4 to exit. Press 4 to exit. Now, we have to take this choice from user only. Now, we have to take this choice from user only. So, enter choice. Enter choice. That's it. So, we have created a function, main menu, in which we are basically running a while loop that is infinite until user press 4, and then we are asking from user you want what? You want to see the admin panel, start the quiz, leaderboard, or exit, and then we are taking the choice from the user. Now we will, based on the user choice, we will call rest of the functions. If user chooses 1, if user chooses 1, Then we will call a method, let's say admin menu, where admin will add the questions, view the questions. Elif, user chose 2, let's say, that means user wants to start the quiz. So we will call a function start quiz. If elif user chooses 3, that means user want to see the leaderboard. So we will call a function show leaderboard. Otherwise, if elif user choose 4, user wants to exit. So that exit code though just now let's complete. We will give a very meaning like a thankful message. Once user press 4, that means he wants to exit from the quiz. So thank you for using quiz system. That's it. And then we will apply break so that it will come out of the while loop, because while loop was infinite. Otherwise, let's say user can choose anything else na, apart from 1 2 3 4. Apart from 1 2 3 4, user can choose anything else as well. So in that case we will give invalid choice. Invalid choice. That's it. Okay, so it was all about this main menu function. Based on the user choice, we are calling that particular function. Now we have to create these functions as well. So let's move on with admin menu first. So for admin menu, this is fine. Now here we will create one function, admin menu. If you remember, we were able to see in admin menu what? Add the question, view the question, and back. So we will go here to add the question. Here if you see, once user select the admin menu, we are getting add question, view question, and back we are getting. So let's create this menu first. Here again we have to run this loop infinite until user say back. Then we will give a heading because we are creating a admin menu. Then we will show the menu to the user. So one means add the question. Then we have another one is for view the question. Okay, view questions. Then last one will be back to main menu. Back to main menu. That's it. Now we will ask user choice what user wants to have. So enter choice. Enter choice. If choice is equals 1, then we will call a function add question, because if choice is 1, that means admin wants to add the question. Otherwise, choice equals 2, that means user wants to see the list of questions. So view questions. Otherwise, if choice is 3, break. Why break? Because now user wants to come to back to the main menu. So break. I added 3 here. User can enter anything else apart from 1 2 3 na. So then we will say invalid choice. Invalid choice. That's it. So our admin menu function is also ready. Let's create now another function which we defined here. If user wants to start a quiz, so first we will do this one. Now Admin menu is done, means we have to look on into the depth functionalities. Later on we will see. If user chooses to start quiz, so we have to create a function start quiz. So here we will create a function start quiz. Inside this function, we have to show the list of questions first, now this list which we have done already. So first though we should handle the problems can happen. If the length of the questions means this list, although it will happen never, but still, okay. So here if you see, length of the questions is equals to 0. That means no questions available. So print no questions available. No, oh sorry, not here, here. No questions available. Okay. And we will return nothing, but we will have a return keyword, so it will come out of this function, because we don't want to end here, no. We want, if questions are not available, that menu should shown again, so that's why we are returning, but nothing. Otherwise what will happen? Who is giving the quiz? Who is attending the quiz? That we want to take from the user, that person's name. So enter student name, means who will attend that quiz now. First, at the initial level, score will be 0, because till now the student didn't attended any quiz. Score is 0. Then we have this list now. This list contains 3 questions. We want to iterate over all these 3 questions. So we will be requiring a temporary variable. Let's say I'm taking Q in that list, questions list. Then what we will do is, here what these questions contain. First we have to understand that this question is a list. This question is a list. And that list is having 3 dictionaries. That means this question sequence contains one list having 3 dictionaries. So one by one, each dictionary, full dictionary, including questions, options and answer, all 3 things, including these 3 things, one by one will get stored in queue. Not only questions, everything from that single dictionary will move on to this queue. Then we are taking a variable user choice, and from this variable we are calling one more function show question, and inside this show question we will pass this queue. Why? You want to show the question to the user, na? Then only user will be able to give answer. Please ignore this user choice for now. Just focus on this function. We are creating one more function which will show the question, but this queue to contain full dictionary, na? Full dictionary means question, answer and options also. So everything, all 3 things will go here in this function. So let's create this function also. We will create one function def show questions. Show question. Because we are passing this queue, that means that single dictionary will get passed and we will fetch that dictionary here. So one by one we are fetching. So question data. Question data means question also, answer also, option also, everything came here. Now, but we only want to show question now. First though, we only want to show question. So, to show only question from this particular dictionary. Now, this is dictionary only, na? From this particular dictionary, we want to show only question key value. Means here if you see inside this question, these three keys only contains the full question na, as the value. So we are fetching, and you know dictionary na, if you want to get the value, you have to give the key. If you want to get the value of that particular dictionary, you have to use the key. So this I am closing here, concatenation. That's it. One by one it will show the question. Then you want to show the options na, to the user. Once user gave the question, means sorry, user is able to see the question, you want to show these four options. So what is the key for all these four options? Options only. So in the same function we will have, let's say, option in question data of options, question data of options we will give. Then print the options one by one. That's it. Print the options one by one. Then user will choose a answer from those options. Na? So now we will take a variable choice where we will take input from user. Enter your answer. Enter your answer. Answer should be between A, B, C, D. Either capital or small, that is fine. Then if even user is giving the answer it is in small, we will convert them into upper. Why we have to convert them in upper? Because the actual answer we are giving in capitals only. So how we will compare that? If user is giving in small a, then small equals to small capital A will be false. So that's why we have to convert it into capital. Then we will return the answer selected by user. That's it. This function is done. Once the user choose the answer, that answer we are returning here. And whatever is being returned from user, that will be stored here. And that answer, user chose answer, we are storing into the user choice variable. Let's say, what is the capital of India? We had A, B, C, D. Na? If user chose A will be stored here. A will be stored here. Okay. Now, to check the answer, whether the user has been inputted the correct answer or not, we will create one more function, check answer. Because this project is totally based on functions now, so functions only we are creating. So check answer. In the parameter of check answer, first we will send the user choice. User chose A, B, C, D, and then actual correct answer also we are sending, because this answer contains correct answer. Now this answer key contains the correct answer. And what is Q? Q is the containing the dictionary one by one. So from that dictionary we are taking that answer, correct answer. Now let's create this function first. Which function? Check answer function. So this check answer function we will create here. So def check answer. What we are passing? We are taking two values now here. First, so we are taking the user choice, what user chose. So user choice. And second, we are taking correct answer. Correct answer. Okay, now inside this function actually we will check if user choice is equals to correct answer. If user choice is equals to correct answer, that means correct answer. And we will return one. Why one? True. It means true. One means true. That answer is correct. Otherwise, we will print wrong answer. And we will return 0. 0 means false. 0 means false. Nothing extra in this function we will create. Very straightforward. Now it will return either 1 or 0. So it will get returned here only in the marks. So marks will contain either 1 or 0. 1 means plus 1 point we got. 0 means wrong answer. So no, nothing we got here. Then what we will do? We will increment the score. Score equals to score plus marks. See, if user got 1, it was correct, it is 1. So score already was 0 na. We declared it here. Score was already 0. So here if you see, here it is, score is equals to 0. So score equals to score plus marks. If user answer was correct, that means in the score 0 plus 1 it will be 1 plus 1. But if user gave the wrong answer, then obviously marks is 0. If you add anything into anything, you add 0, so answer will be absolutely the previous one, na? So no change at all if user gave the wrong answer. Then we will call actually one more function show result. We will call one more function show result. So we have to pass the username, score he got, and the length of the questions. Length of the questions. What is this questions? This question basically containing that list, full list. So you will get it why we took it. So now we have to create this show result function first. So we will create this function here, let's say def show result. Inside this function, we will receive name, we will receive score, and we will receive total questions. Total questions. One thing you might be observing that I am passing, like even if you take the different name of the parameters, here I am taking name. If you want to take here instead of name, student name, so that's fine, that's totally fine. It's not mandatory that the name of the parameter should be same. That is perfectly fine, you can change it. So why we are taking these total questions, means why we are passing this length of the questions, because we will be requiring to calculate the percentage also, na, percentage of each person. So this total questions will contain the length of questions. Why? Because when like by default to 3 questions only we do have, but when admin is going to add the new question, then the length will be getting increased na. So that time what we will do, percentage will be wrong. So that's why we have to take the length of the questions as well. Inside this function we will declare one variable percentage, where we will have one function calculate percentage. Calculate percentage. Here inside this function we will pass the score. So to calculate the percentage, what do you need? Score and total questions, that's it. So now you have to create this function as well. So we will create a function calculate percentage. Calculate percentage. Now inside this calculate percentage we will be requiring what? First the score of the person, then total questions. Total questions. Okay, inside this function what we will do? We will declare one variable percentage equals score. Score is already added na, 1 2 3, 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1, like that. Score divided by total questions. Score divided by total questions into 100. So that's how we will calculate the percentage, and then we will return the percentage. That's it about this function. But once we calculated the percentage, we should have grades also, no? We should have grades also. So this is being returned here. Here it will get returned percentage. Now we have to calculate the grade also. For grade, we will create one more function, calculate grade. Calculate grade. To calculate the grade, only you need percentage. That's it. Very simple, we will create it. So we have to create this function calculate grade. Now, if we have to pass the percentage here first. Percentage we are passing. If percentage is greater than equals to 90, then we will return A grade. A grade. If percentage is greater than equals to 75, then return A grade. Here we can do A plus then. A plus. If percentage is greater than equals to 60, then we will return B grade. B. If percentage is greater than equals to 40, then we will return C grade. Otherwise, he or she is failed, let's say. We will return fail. So very simple, we kept this particular function which will return the grade as per the percentage. Now, so we will be getting the grade like this. Then we have to show the result in a informative manner. So for that, we will just have a print, let's say. There we can give a /n, and then let's say I'm saying result. That's it. Next, here we will just say print student name. So for student name we will write here name. Okay, student name we took here now, so we have to give absolutely same student name. Then we want to print the score. For a score, here score we are giving. Okay, then we want to print the total marks. Okay, so here we will give total, you say, questions. Why? Because this total questions variable which we created basically here, because if you see this total questions variable contain length of the questions na. So here if you go into the start quiz, here in total questions we have length of the questions. So if we have 5 questions, so obviously marks will be given from 5. If we have 4 questions, then marks will be given from 4 only. So it is total marks. Okay, then we want to print the percentage. Here we will give round. We have to do round of it, because if percentage is 65.7, so I want it should be considered as 65 like that. So percentage, round of percentage, and here I am giving 2. So after decimal maximum 2 digits we want. After decimal maximum 2 digits, and then we are statically writing the percentage symbol. We want to print the grade also, grade. So here we can print only directly grade. That's it. Then we have to show the leaderboard as well. For leaderboard, what we will do, we will create one global variable. So let's create it here, leaderboard. So it will be a list. We are creating it as a list. Inside this list only, we will append the data just now we figured out. So here we will say leaderboard dot append and here we will give name. So here name we are giving, name will be name only. It is a student name in our case, student name. Then we are creating, so inside the leaderboard list, we are inserting a dictionary. You see, dictionary having a key name, value is a student name, having a key score, and list is, sorry, the value is a score, having a key percentage, the value is percentage. So this is, you see, the leaderboard we do have. So till now what we have covered? We have covered the start quiz part only. Inside the start quiz, user will click on the start quiz second option. User will be able to see the questions, will be able to give the answer. If answer is correct, score is being calculated, percentage and grade, and then we show the result. Next part is, okay, one more thing. So here if you see, okay, that's fine. We have done with the start quiz. Now let's continue with the admin panel. In the admin panel, if you notice, we have already created the function for admin panel, that is admin menu. Inside the admin menu, what we are showing? These 3 options. Three options. Third option, so already we have continued and completed. First and second option we need to see, that is add the question and then view the question. So first we have to create a function that is add the question. So let's do one thing. After the leaderboard here we will create a function add question. So inside this function, first we will print one heading, that is add question, and that's it. Now inside the same function we have question equals input enter question, because admin will be giving the question now. Admin will add the question. After adding the question, admin only have to give na the inputs also, means the options. So option a enter option a we are saying. So here we will copy this. How many options? So we will keep it static, only four options. So option B, option C, option D. Here option B, option C, option D. Now here answer equals input enter correct answer. Enter correct answer. Answer should be between something. Answer should be between A, B, C, D. Okay. And again the same reason, because actual answers were in capital, so we have to make it capital only. Now you admin has been given the question, admin has been given the options, admin has been given the actual answer. Now you have to add this question. You have to add this question into the above list now, which already created. We do have a list. We have to add that question here also now. It's not going to be hard coded, but at the time of running of that program, so it should be added now. So when we will want to see the full question list, it should also be seen there. So append here if you see, and this will be, now this will be dictionary only now. Question is a list, so list is having a function append to add the data into the list. But what you have to append, this list contains three dictionaries na. So next what you will append, that will also a list dictionary only na, that will also a dictionary. So the challenge is here now, how you will append that dictionary here, how you will append that dictionary here. So simple actually. First you give the key, that is question. Inside this key what you will pass, that question which is given by the admin. Then you will add one key options. Then here you will give the list. So A I'm giving here plus option concatenation, basically option A, comma B option we want to add, so we will give A dot here, then comma here we can write like this, so it will be more readable, plus option B, then comma here we will give C dot plus option C. Here we will give D dot option D. Okay. Next we have to add the actual answer also na into the list. So list means a questions list, but inside that list we are having that dictionary. So here you will give the actual answer. That's it. That's how we are adding the newly added question by the admin to the list. And we will give one successful message also, question added successfully, question added successfully. Okay. Next in the admin menu, to view the questions, so we will create, so if you go here now, we created this function admin menu where we have view questions function also. So there what we will do, view questions function we will create. Inside this function again nothing need to be passed, so here we will give a print view questions. We will give a print view questions. View questions. Here we will have a counter first, that is we will initialize with 1. We will see why. For, because actually for, I will give here q in questions. Again we are iterating over that list which contains 3 dictionaries, and how many admin will add the questions, that also. Now here we will print question number. I want to print now, that's why I took this count. So I'm saying, let's say question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's like that. Okay. Then we will show only that particular question. We want to show that particular question. So inside this list, inside this queue, your questions is a list. Now one by one, each dictionary inside this list available will go here. This like this particular variable will contain the dictionary one by one, and inside that dictionary we have a key question because we want to show that question only. Then we want to show the options also for each question. We want to show the options also for each question. So for option in, let's say queue of options, queue of option, and then print option, print option we will say. Okay, now you want to show the correct answer also now, so print correct answer, print correct answer, and here we will give, let's say queue of answer, queue of answer, that's it. And you have to increment the counter one by one. How many questions are there? It will increment by how many questions are there inside this now. So it should be, okay, everything whatever I'm doing here now, everything should be inside the for loop. Everything should be inside the for loop only. So this also, this also, this also, and this also, everything should be inside the main for loop, because this is one dictionary it will contain, and inside that dictionary everything is available. So that's how we will be showing the question to the user. Then if you remember, in the main menu we created one more third option, a leaderboard. If user wants to see the leaderboard, so we have to create one more function, show leaderboard. So that function, let's say we are creating here def show leaderboard. Inside this function, if we don't have any student, no one took any quiz till now, so we will check first the length of the leaderboard. Length of the leaderboard, what is this leaderboard? This empty list. If it is equals to 0, if it is so equals to 0, that means no one took the quiz till now, so print no quiz attempt, no quiz attempts yet. Okay, otherwise we have, then we will write return. What does it mean by this return? Return means once the condition is true, the cursor means the control will move on into the if condition, and immediately it will stop the function. Otherwise, what might happen sometimes, if something is there after this if condition, it might run those stuff as well, those lines as well. We want to stop it immediately once it printed no quiz attempts yet. But if we didn't had anything available into the leaderboard list, then though no quiz attempts. But otherwise we want to get the leaderboard based on the higher to lowest one. So we will create one variable, let's say sorted bold, sorted bold, where we will use one function sorted. Sorted is a predefined function in Python which will sort the data by default in ascending order. Okay, here inside this function, what you want to sort, that list we are passing. So we want to sort the leaderboard list. And but this leaderboard list, you remember what it contained? So where we filled this leaderboard list? So let me just search directly here, leaderboard. You see here in the show result, what we are adding into the list? We are adding a dictionary into the list. We are adding a dictionary into the list. And on which behalf you want to sort the leaderboard? Means you on which behalf you want the leaderboard? Score only, na? Who scored higher? That should be at first place, then second, then third, like that. So from this leaderboard list, inside the dictionary, we want to fetch score individually for each student. So that here what we have to do? Key. Which key? If you remember which key here you want? We want the, so here it was. We want which key? We want score key. So we want to sort on behalf of score. So what is the key? Score. So here to avoid one creation of one more function, we will use one anonymous function, that is lambda. We will use one anonymous function, that is lambda. Anything you can take, x I am taking. So it will, x is basically pointing out to my dictionary. X is basically pointing out to my dictionary which is available inside this leaderboard. And we will mention the key here. So what we are doing? We are saying sorted function, please do sort the list. But inside this list, we do have a dictionary and the key of that dictionary is score. So sorted function, please sort that based on the score key. Sorted function, do the sorting based on the score key. Okay. And lambda function we are using because we want to avoid creation of one more function. So this is an anonymous function which is helping us to point out to the dictionary and to get that particular key from that dictionary, and it will directly accessible the value. It will directly access the value and then it will sort as per the value of the score key. But as I mentioned, sorted function will sort the score key value in ascending order by default. In ascending order by default. So what we will do? That's fine. Sorted function, you sorted in ascending order. That means what will happen? If they are going to sort in ascending order, then the lowest score person will be at the top, then higher, then higher, then higher. So if the lowest person, then higher, then more, higher, then more, higher, then more, higher, what we can do? We can reverse that sorted list. We can. So whatever has been provided in ascending order, let's convert it into descending order. So we will reverse the result. We will reverse the result. That's it. Okay. And then just print the, so here we can say leaderboard. Leaderboard. Okay. And here we will initialize one variable, rank equals 1. Rank equals 1. It's like a counter. So it will treat like a counter, like number 1 position, number 2 position, number 3 position, like that. And we are going to increment it at last. Next, whatever is available, how many students are available in sorted board? We created this variable, na, sorted board. How many students are available in this sorted board? It will go one by one. So we are going to print it. First we will print the position, first number, second number, third number. Then we want to print the name of the person. So student of, I guess we took name only, yeah, name. Then we want to print the score. So like this we can give space score. It's just a string, normal string. Then we will print score here. So student of score we can give. Student of score. Score. Then what we will do? Comma, hyphen. So here I will give a space and then percentage. Percentage. After that, what do we need? After percentage, 2. So same only. I want after decimal only 2 points. It's like that. So then we will increment rank by 1. We will increment rank by 1 once the rank has been printed. So we are done with it. So first we will verify the code. Okay, so here if you see answer spelling is wrong, we will get error otherwise. Then in the show leaderboard, we are printing here rank, student name, score, score here. Oh, see, we are printing what will be the percentage, but we are not printing the actual percentage. So for that, here we have to take first, so it was just a string, comma, round of student, student of percentage, student of percentage, and then now we will say 2 because we only want the just 2 points after decimal. We want only 2 points after decimal. So that's why we will have 2 here. So here we have closed it. Here we will give colon and this name we will close here itself. So now it's fine. So we printed it, rank, student of, first we are printing name, then score, and then percentage. So let's understand the code once more. We first created a list of questions. Then inside this list of questions, we have dictionaries. Inside the dictionary, we have 3 keys, question, options, and answer. Then first we created a main menu function. Here we are calling main menu function. So inside this main function, what we are having? We are having the main menu. We wanted to keep this loop infinite. We are showing the menu. We are taking the choice from the user. Based on the choice of the user, we are calling the particular function. Add menu, start quiz, leaderboard or exit. So let's continue with the admin menu. Then we created a function admin menu. So in admin menu again we had a menu. What admin wants to do? Admin can add the question, admin can view the question, can back to the main menu. So we are showing the menu based on the user choice. Again we are calling some functions. So now if admin wants to add the question, view the question or go back to the main menu, then we've considered first, let's say we just ran the code and first we wanted to give the quiz with the existing questions only. No admin part here. So directly user will click on second number, start quiz. Then this function will get called. If we don't have any questions in the quiz, it will say no questions available. But in our case, this will never happen because already we are having a full-fledged list of questions. 3 questions by default we do have, but still we like handled that situation also. Return means if no questions there, don't do anything, return back from where it is getting called. Then we are means if questions are there, if this condition is false, obviously it will go here. Taking the student name, that means who is giving the quiz. Score is 0 initially. Now we are taking this list. Inside this list, we have the dictionaries of questions. So one by one, each dictionary will go here. And we are calling one more function, that is show question. Go back to the show question. In the show question function, we are taking the dictionary. We are fetching only the key question because we wanted to print the question only. Once we got the question on the screen, we wanted to show the options. Now user will give the option answer, means correct answer, whatever user think, the guessed answer. Then we are returning the answer given by user to the start quiz again, and their answer is getting stored in the user choice. Then we are basically checking the answer given by user is correct or not. So for that we are calling a function check answer. So let's go back to check answer, and what we are passing to this check answer, the user given answer and the actual answer. So let's go to the check answer function. We are passing the user guessed answer and correct answer. If both are same, then correct, otherwise wrong. Return 1 means it will return true and false. But 1 means it we want to add the score also, na? We want to add the score also. If user corrected, like successfully gave the correct answer, we will add 1, otherwise we will add 0 only. So go back to the start quiz. If so in the marks, if it is 1, then 1 will get incremented, otherwise 0. And then we are calling a new function show result. We wanted to show the result, the name of the person, the score he got, and the length of the question, means how many total marks. From total marks, what is the score? So to get the total marks, we will like check the length of the question. Then we will go to the show result function. Here we are having student name, score, and total questions. We are calculating the percentage. To calculate the percentage, we will be requiring how many marks student scored and from how many marks. Total marks, I wish it should be total questions or total marks, and what he scored. So now let's go to the calculate percentage. Simply, how to calculate the percentage? Just how many marks we got from total, divide by 100, sorry, multiply by 100. Then return the percentage. Based on the percentage, calculating the grade. So for grade, we have this particular function. Based on the percentage, we are having the conditions whether the person will get A plus or fail. Okay, then we are showing the result manually fully, and the results we are appending to the leaderboard. Only name, score, and percentage, because based on the score only we will get the leaderboard. Then that's it about the start quiz, about the show questions, about the check answer, about the show result, then calculate grade and calculate percentage. Now let's move on to the admin panel. Admin can add the questions and view the questions. So if admin wants to add the question, he first have to give the question along with the options. Then he needs to give the correct answer, and he needs to append the newly added question into the questions list which we created above. Fine. So we are just appending that particular question. How we are appending? Using the dictionary. Then we are printing a successful message that question has been added successfully. Then user, means that admin, should be able to see the list of questions for verification. So counter we are using, how many questions will get added. How many questions will get added? So question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Let's say I do have 5 questions total, so it will increment by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 by 1. So here full list is going to be iterate. From the list, we only want to see the question list along with the options and the correct answer. So everything should be inside the main for loop, and we are incrementing the counter also. This is how we will be able to see the list of questions. Then the last and very important part, how to show the leaderboard. If no one gave the quiz till yet, so no quiz attempt. Otherwise, sorted, we are creating a variable. Sorted is a predefined function available in, you say, Python, where leaderboard, we are passing that list, leaderboard list, because this is filled. It's not empty for now. Once the user gave some quiz, it will be filled. Downwards only we are filling it. Then leaderboard means on which behalf of the parameter it should show the result. So score, because if one user got 5 score, one got 3, so 5 1 will be, fifth one will be the first number. So we are using a lambda function, anonymous function. This x will like point out to the dictionary. This x will point out to the dictionary only, means how many, we want to point out to the score key in the dictionary, because we want to sort based on the score only. Because sorted function returns the ascending order, we will reverse ascending order, and then we are just printing the leaderboard. To print it, whatever has been sorted here, we are iterating over it, and then we are printing the data. What? The number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, student name, score, percentage. So percentage should be having, but just only maximum two decimal, means after decimal only two digits. That's it. And then we are incrementing the rank part here. So that's it about the code. For the verification, we can run it once if you want. So we will just say Python quizsystem.py. We got all four, you see, options. First we will say start quiz. So let's say the name is John. Then we will say Delhi. First we will, now I will give wrong answers, let's say. Again I will start the quiz. This time Harry is giving the quiz. This time I will give all the correct answer. So you see I'm giving B in small, it will take it still. C in small, it will take it. Now I want to check the leaderboard. So see, leaderboard is perfectly fine now. Harry scored more than John. Okay, then I will choose the admin panel. I want to add a question. So then I will say apple color, very simple question I will give this time. So let's say red, blue, I'm saying yellow, black, randomly. So correct answer is A only, apple or red color. Now I want to see the all questions. So see view list. We are able to see the list here if you see. So full list is visible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, everything we are getting here. Then again I will say 3. So back to the main menu. Now here I will go here and will press 4. So you see exit. So that's all about this project. I hope you learned new things here. The motive of this project only to mix the topics we have covered and to use mainly the function. So thank you so much everyone.